guys. Thanks for coming. So a bit about me. I'm out of college now. College is weird for me. Because I feel like most guys go to college and that's when you like finally date women. And I did not do that. I just got like really fucking into stocks. Like really into stocks. And I lost $8,000. But since I didn't date women, I saved $80,000. So I feel like I kind of came out ahead. That's great. $8,000, dude. $8,000. Do you know what it's like to lose that much of your own dad's money? No, and he still doesn't know I lost the cash. Like my dad thinks I'm on my way to like financial freedom, which is insane. He's technically right. Like soon I'll be free from all my money. Happens soon, man. I'm 26 and starting to learn about credit scores. Just, I want to poll the room. Make some noise if you have a credit score of 650 or higher. Just that's the whole fucking room. I feel like shit. You guys suck. Gonna give me that. All right, let's make it a little bit harder. Make some noise if your credit score is 750 or higher. All right, you're welcome, ladies. Look around. All right, no, this is the toughest one. This is the hardest one, guys. You ready for this one? I'm curious. Make some noise if you want to co-sign a lease. Is that 0 people? Really? You don't trust me? Fuck you. I don't think my mom's gonna do it again. She's getting tired. She's getting tired of it. No, man, the credit score is crazy. I was researching it. Apparently, the modern version of it has only been around since like 1989, right? About 30 plus years. And before that, it was actually like a way simpler process. Racism. And look, it wasn't fair, but the lines were shorter. You know, let's give and take. Speaking of, you know, all right. I don't know, man. And here's what really pisses me off about the credit score is it follows you everywhere, and I didn't know this. It's not just for getting a loan. Like, I was at Hertz trying to rent a car with a debit card. Has anyone else made this horrible mistake? Dude, so I get there, I give the guy my ID, I got a reservation, you get the card. And he tells me, he goes, Sean, I'm really sorry, but if you want to use a debit card to rent this car, I have to run your credit. And at the time, I didn't know what that was. I was like, go for it, bro. I don't know what that means. Let's do it. I thought it was a formality. And then he says, well, Sean, I ran the Equifax report, and your credit score is not high enough to rent this Kia Soul. And I just looked at him, I was like, I'm not high enough to deal with this reality. And I got so angry, and you know what made me even angrier is I realized this. I was like, oh yeah, they don't trust me enough, like, to rent a car. But you know what I can do across the street? Get a gun. Which is another way to get a car. Think about it. I didn't do that, don't worry. And I was just trying to argue with this. I was like, bro, you don't have any options for me, man? Like, you can't rent me anything? And he's like, sir, I have other customers. I'm like, there's nothing you can do? And then he points outside of the Hertz to a bunch of bird scooters. Which is basically him saying, you can come back when your credit score is a little higher, you little bitty bitch boy. Okay. You can bird scooter to San Francisco like a little bitch. You can do that. And I looked at him, I was so pissed. I looked him in the eyes, I was like, that is what I'll do. It's tough, man. Speaking of reasons to do drugs, I did have a drug phase. Not in it anymore. I did a lot of drugs. One drug I never fucked with was DMT, though. Because I had a lot of friends that did it, and I noticed that like it affected everyone differently. Like my one friend, get this, he smoked DMT. He was high for like 20 minutes. My other friend, he smoked DMT. This guy was high for 14 hours. Because he did a very rare strain of DMT called meth. You guys heard of meth? It's very rare. Maybe not in Austin. Huh. Dude, and he told me he experienced this thing called ego death while he was high. And if you don't know what ego death is, it's pretty cool. Basically what happens is this. is you get high on a psychedelic like acid or DMT. You get so high, you go to another dimension, and you like come face to face with like your deepest problems, and you realize all this stuff about yourself. Then you come back down to earth, you sober up, then you talk about that experience for so long that everyone else kills themselves. I love you guys. That's been my time. Sean, Reilly.